From Aberdyfi, we now head to Tenby in the south of Wales with its famous aqueduct and a true sporting relic, Tenby Golf Club. Tenby claims to be the club with the oldest continuous history in Wales, with origins dating back to 1888. Others may dispute that claim, but there's no doubt that from the moment you arrive here, it's a trip back in time. Tenby is always busy, teeming with locals who enjoy the challenge that this ancient links provides. It's very much a members' club, but they always welcome visitors, and especially visitors from abroad. They love to hear how their course stacks up to others in the minds of those who've played the great courses of Scotland, Ireland and England. With scruffy dunes and deep rough, even the local knowledge that the members have doesn't guarantee a ball hit off-line here will be found. From the very first tee shot, blind through a little saddle in the dunes, around here is an opportunity to experience golf as it used to be. Everything looks old at Tenby. Indeed, the overall atmosphere is not much different today from what it was at the turn of the 20th century. Little bells alongside the fairways and greens signal the groups behind that it's safe to go ahead and play. The first at Tenby, a long tough par 4, is a perfect introduction to the links, heading virtually straight away from the town. The second crosses one of the many public footpaths that the locals take to the beach. The view is magnificent. There's endless open space to play your golf on, but your anticipation may soon be tempered by the devilish little bunkers. Natural and unmanicured, the soft sand makes for a difficult recovery. From the third tee, golfers take aim at the third tee sign straight ahead, a veritable bull's eye of sorts. This hole is named after Di Rees, 9-time Ryder Cupper and captain of the victorious British side back in 1957 at Lindrick in Yorkshire. He would be proud of his namesake hole, a rough and tumble landscape of dunes and deep grass. The fourth is an absolute sensation for links golf fanatics. The long climb back to the tee, first up the stairs and then a little hill, offers a clue that this one is just a wee bit different and won't be easy. The rough landscape of the course is really apparent as you get ready for your drive. There is simply nowhere to hit but the fairway, which seems miles away. And what a fairway! A roller coaster, up and down with only the pole to guide the way. Miss right and you're over in the dunes. Miss left and you're in the gorse. The tee shot was blind, and so is the approach to the green over black and white poles. This hole really is double jeopardy. The temptation is to drop the approach shot right over the second pole, but this will not do because the pole is about 70 yards short of the flag. You could end up using your putter from a huge distance away down the hill to get near the pin. Tough to judge that kind of shot properly. This unforgettable par 4 measures 440 yards from the championship tee, and it plays even longer than that. With its 2 blind shots, it's aptly named The Bell. Tenby's fourth is one of those quaint and quirky holes that are the essence of links golf. It makes you think, it's maddening at times, always difficult and unforgettable. The sea comes into full view on the 5th, and what a view it is out to the beautiful beach with St. Catherine's Island and its Napoleonic fort beyond. The sea is packed with swimmers on a warm summer's day, and at low tide it's possible to walk out to the island and explore the fort, which was once a zoo. Moving on, a terrific par 3 lies ahead, the 6th. It looks easy enough on the scorecard, just a short iron, but there are 2 flags up there, and between tee and green is a wasteland, an intimidating one at that. It was seemingly transported from some far-off desert. You won't want to hit your tee shot fat. It's thin to win here, as there is tons of room once you've reached the putting surface. The 10th green is just steps away, creating the double green effect from the tee, so aim at the red flag going out. Another classic links golf feature to be found at Tenby is the railway, which runs along the inner side of the course. The 7th hole is named after it. Pay close attention to the adjacent sign, for it says stop, look and listen. And that's very good golfing advice too, because there's a dangerous bunker up there to be avoided. This little scoundrel is located about 30 yards short of the green. It will take a lot of strength to muscle one to the pin from this deep face hazard. The 10th at Tenby is named after the great James Braid, ubiquitous course designer of Tenby, Aberdyfi, Nevin and many other courses in Wales. From the tee here you thread your tee shot through a needle of a fairway, one that plays wider than it looks due to another saddle effect he incorporated. Another of his best holes is the 12th, whose name I won't attempt to pronounce. The 12th is a lengthy par 3 that's all carry over a huge valley just short of the green. You won't be able to locate the flag from way down here. Just find a line, take a big swing and hope for the best. The 12th runs alongside Tenby's famous South Beach, not to be confused with its Miami counterpart, but popular nonetheless. If you end up here with your ball lost or in your pocket, you can always take in the view out to Caldy Island or take up swimming. It's a view you won't soon forget, one that could easily be mistaken for some faraway island located in a much more tropical climate. Another memorable hole at Tenby is the 14th, named Black Rock because of the distant formation. From here it's hard to figure out where to go next. Golfers cross the bridge to reach the 15th, 16th and 17th holes. If you guess correctly and make your way across the bridge to the other side, you will be surprised at what lies ahead. For the railroad not only separates these 3 holes from the rest of the course, all of a sudden on the 15th tee you're looking at Parkland golf. After 14 holes of quintessential links golf, it's a bit of a shock to the system. Walking through the bushes you could well think that you've ended up on the wrong course, but this deep bunker will remind you that this is still Tenby and still no less challenging. The incongruous 16th hole is very unusual, playing sharply uphill to a green perched high on a narrow shelf. The fairway here is bisected by a yellow hazard, usually forcing a layup off the tee. It's a sharp climb to have to deal with towards the end of a round, and it's a tough par 4. But there's a reward at the top of the hill. You're now on the 17th tee, a par 3 called View o' Caldy. And what a view. We've reached the signature hole at Tenby, the highest point on the course, with the entire layout in sight, along with the sea and famous Caldy Island in the distance. A perfect culmination to the round. It's back to the linksland for the finish at 18, another long par 4, heading towards the clubhouse. Running parallel to the railway with a classic pot bunker to navigate, it's a suitable finish to a course not easily forgotten. And that's Tenby, a club not many overseas visitors ever find their way to, but those who do will find everything they could ever want on a links that measures up nicely to any other in the British Isles. On your visit to Wales, make sure to tee it up at Tenby.